I'd like to talk a little bit about the first conversation I had with Mr. Corporate Security there, Sadhu. I asked him a question on why I was being penalized for what someone else does or says. His only response to the 3 times I asked him was, you should have better control over your wife. My wife is a very strong woman. She has an opinion and is very valid. I believe she has the right to speak her mind. So, fuck you, Mr. Sadhu. These videos aren't going to stop. The evidence isn't going to stop. I'm not going to stop. We're just getting started. This is to Sheila Wasicase, who's holding my check. How you doing? My kids are fucking hungry. My bills aren't getting paid. You're supposed to be there to help me, not to torture me by withholding funds that are mine. I've never been non-compliant through my vocational rehab. I've done everything they said to stupid test for graphic design. A guy with the injuries I have in my arms, I can't even write my name, but yeah, they tried to retrain me for graphic design, which the people that tested me said I was worth about $3 an hour, so that was thrown out the window. I do have a small background in graphic design and 3D animation. It was kind of a hobby. Then I sat for a year, around there, a year or so, maybe a little less. I don't know. It feels like 20 years since I broke my arms. Every day has been like 100, but none of that really matters. I still want to earn. I still want to be a productive member of society. I never wanted any of this bullshit. I didn't want to break my fucking back, and it was an accident. It wasn't preventable. It just fucking happened. My second injury, a couple months later, after being forced back to work, and I do mean fucking forced, going to work on 12 Percocet a day with a broken back wasn't my plan. Coming home crawling up the driveway because I couldn't get out of my car, it wasn't my plan. Breaking my arms wasn't my fucking plan. Sitting there waiting for my foreman to show up because I didn't want an ambulance on my site. I downplayed everything just because I wanted to get back to work. When I got to the hospital, the first one, the orthopedic surgeon and the doctors looked at me and said there was nothing they could do for me. I had to go to another hospital with better doctors or whatever. Quite in shock. All I wanted to do was go home. Just go home. I just got back to work. I didn't want this shit. Sorry, this does take a lot out of me. I've been through, and my family's been through quite a bit in the last month. I've been through more than I could explain. Being alone, having no one to talk to, being ridiculed at the places I was supposed to get treated at, doing everything they said, or I would, be cut off, going to pain programs that my doctor told me would make me worse, told the compo would make me worse, being cut off because of that. But, I bowed down and went to the program. Was ridiculed, ignored, but I had people there in the program that were more than nice to me, because the clinicians weren't. And if any of you do recognize me from these, you have my phone number. Please get a hold of me. We are trying to organize something. This is getting out of hand. The sleeping giant has to be taken down. This is not right. Human rights violations are abundant in everything workers' compensation does. They know it. They just fight it. They have enough money to hide, fight, change, coerce, even murder. I believe they should be held accountable for the suicides that happen due to their neglect. It's, I can see why people just want to get rid of it. But I'm a fighter. Like I said before, I ain't got much to lose, so I'm gonna come at you guys pretty hard with whatever I got, as hard as I can, through videos, blogs, whatever I can do to hopefully get the right people to hear, so we can make a change. I wish I could be a little more here. After the stress and anguish we've been through in the last month, everything seems to be getting worse with the more that we do on YouTube. So I really don't give a fuck anymore. I've asked to be cut off compensation so I can get welfare, and it never happens. They leave it open, but they don't pay me. They make excuses. They don't return my phone calls. That's phone calls to corporate security, because I'm not allowed to talk to anyone at compensation. I'm not allowed to go near any building. Everything that I do or say has to go through Mr. Sadu, who's quite the ignorant asshole. The last phone conversation I had with him, he told me I was in no position to demand anything. That's because I'm just a little fucking peon in the grand scheme of things. But drop a pebble in a lake causes a big ripple. I'm trying to be that little pebble. So is my wife. So are a few other workers. And hopefully we will make a difference. I don't give a shit about myself. I'll work my shit out. But hopefully we can help other people. If I help myself out in turn, all the better. But yeah, this is getting fucking hard. I will be doing a few more of these videos, explaining to you about some of the things I went through where my wife wasn't, isolated, alone. I can't say the word enough. Torture. Look up the fucking definition, compo. Torture. Man, well, I guess you don't have to. You guys are, like, well versed in theory and knowledge of torture. I'm pretty sure you got classes on it. I'll be trying to touch on the internal bonus structure for adjudicators and vocational rehab workers who try to save money on claims to get bonuses. Sheila, paying off your new house yet? Huh? Am I paying your new house off? Thank you. I hope I am. I hope you're comfortable in it. I know you moved from Vancouver to here, so you got a house to pay off. I'll be touching on her visit with me, where everything that I said, she said, I'll cut you off. I'll cut you off. I'll cut you off. That was the only words out of her mouth. But 10 minutes is here, and I gotta go. But I'll be back a lot. Not just my wife, but me. Later.